It's 9:45 and I'm going to quickly watch one TJR video and then I'm going to get my haircut. Turns out my assignments and my technical analysis has improved according to my Discord, which is good. That gives me confidence that I'm actually doing something right and I've changed something in the last few days. Feeling good today. I'm feeling ready. It feels weird to maybe be doing something right because I'm so used to constantly doing it wrong, but you know, we're at the start and I'm not going to jinx it now. So yeah, that's just a quick blueprint of what's going to happen today, and I'll be back with you later with a new haircut, hopefully. It's 3 o'clock and I've just finished my first ever backtesting session fully, which is a weird feeling, I'll be honest. I did 86 trades and I had a win percentage of 47.62%. But what I'm going to show you now is what happened since this Monday, so around 3 months of backtesting, and how drastically it changed once I became more disciplined. Yeah, I'm very happy. I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm starving, but I am going to record this quickly before I forget, so if you come with me. Okay, so look at this. Oh my god. Wait, I haven't checked this before now. That you're checking with me for the first time, but I made 15k in December. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's actually mad. Anyway, sorry for going off track. That is, I don't know if you can see this. Let me check. Hold on. Let me just make sure you can see. Okay, you can see, right. So, if I go from date range, so as you can see, let me just give you an overview of the year. So I started off, this is me not really knowing what I'm doing. I think here I may have started to become more disciplined. And then here I was like, okay, I've got it now, so I can just trade as normal and take loads of positions. And I think here I was being careful of the money I earn, so I took less trades. And I don't know what I was doing, and then here I just lost all concept of what I was doing and of my trades, and then as you can see that lasted till October, which I think was the start of this week when I crashed out completely, and then I decided to switch things up and actually, you know, revise the strategy, do my work, and be disciplined. That's the biggest lesson I've had from this, is discipline, is literally just not taking positions, waiting for setup and looking at high time frames and understanding, right, what do I think price is going to do, and if so, how am I going to trade it, and what to expect, and marking things out. TJR's bootcamp has been really helpful in resetting my brain in terms of bias, and also in terms of just marking out, highs and lows, and just having an idea of where the market's going to go. Now, if I continue this session, I just wanted to show you my bias and how it worked. Okay, daily bias. So here's how I figure it out. I trade Asian session, so I go from 645 forward. Sorry, not Asian session, London session and Asia range. So trade reversal loanies. What I do is weekly, look at the weekly bias first. Oh, for God's sake, I hate weekly bias first. And literally all I do for that is higher highs and higher lows. So wherever you are, so look, this is high low, high, confirmed. So that's a bullish. This turns into a bearish trend here once we see this fall down and start forming low highs, low lows, low highs, and then low lows, low highs, low lows. So that's a bearish trend. Bearish, bullish. And sometimes you can get caught up pretty easily on wicks and where closes are and what trends are. So this is something TGR taught me. Really simple. It's just turning it into a line or into these dotted lines, and you can make out, look, bullish, bearish, kind of bullish, slightly bearish for a brief stint, bullish, there. Really simple, really easy way to do it. This works on every time frame as well. On the daily, it's the same. It's much easier on the daily, I feel. You just have a look and you can tell straight away whether it's bullish or bearish. So I'd note that down, and then I did the same thing on 4 hourly just before I traded. Sorry, that's a mess. but you get the gist. So bullish, bearish, bullish. Just make sure that, especially when you're trading right now, that you're not taking this unclosed candle for granted. Same on the daily and weekly. So if it's unclosed candle and it's still going and it hasn't ended the day or the week yet, don't take that into consideration. So yeah, pretty simple. And then what I do is I'd say now it's bullish, and bearish on the 4 hourly. That'd be bullish then, because there's 2 bullish and 1 bearish. Same thing with if this was bearish and these 2 are bullish, whichever one outweighs the other, I'd trade. If I had one of them down as maybe bullish and slightly consolidating, so con, I'd be much more careful with my trading and maybe either wait for the trend to clear out or to clear up and make it obvious, or just be much more disciplined in my setups. I won't go through that at all in terms of my strategy, but yeah, that's how I'd find bias, which really helped me because I've gone through a lot of different variation of these, and then you can put bullish at the end. Bull verdict. Okay, pretty simple. Let's go back to the data. Okay, here we go. From November to December. This is the statistics I want to look at over a year by the time I finish, aside from this, obviously. Can I change this to percentage? Yes, I can. Okay. 22% in 2 months. That's really good, I feel. 30% in December with 8 trades and 12 in... Did I even have a loss? No, I did have a loss in December, I'm pretty sure. Which is great. That's outstanding. Win rate 87%, 58%. And look, I took less trades, which shows you that discipline actually beats just trading more. Don't know what else to show you much. I do tend to short more, but I think because, if I remember correctly, during this period there was a short, quite a big bearish stint, which was great to trade. I think it might have been November, which makes sense because I took a lot of shorts and I took more trades in November. Max drawdown -1. That's great. That's under the kind of 2 or 3% mark that I'd like to be at. Obviously, I think max drawdown for proper firms is, I don't remember what it was. I think it was 4 maybe. I don't know, but anyway, that's good. I think profit factor 4.1. That's really good. Total loss 6k. Total profit 30k. That's just in these 2 months. So how much did I make? Does it say? Oh, I see. Yeah, 22%. So I'd be up £24,000 on a 100k account. Which, if we get rid of this, look. So all of these months combined, I made 8 grand, and like in terms of total profit and loss. And then when I locked in and decided to actually focus up, I made 24. That's crazy. So yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to tell you here. I think this is just me documenting, to be honest. First backtesting session I finished. Not successful by a long way. I mean, obviously I'm in profit, but I'd like to be double that at least. I mean, I'd like to know that I'm profitable for at least maybe 10 or 12 months to be happy with it. Sorry, you're getting all kind of angles here. And then, so yeah, we're going to redo this. I might do it on another year because that was 2025, so I might do it in 2024. And then after that, I might do 2025 again because I would have forgotten, all the periods and everything, and I'll be starting from scratch. But overall, great end to the year, and I'm proud of the discipline I showed. I just hope that I come back to this video if I'm struggling, and I see that you just need to take a breather, do some analysis, or do some technical work, and then come back to it. And yeah, so good. Thank you, guys.